Good morning, kindergarten. Welcome back for another week of online learning. Let's go ahead and get started. So, good morning. Today is Monday, June 8th. It is the last full week of online learning. We will meet again next Monday, but this is the last full week of online learning. So, congratulations, families. Congratulations, kids. We are almost there. Y'all almost have done it. So today is Monday, June 8th. So we're going to go ahead and count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. All right. Today is Monday, like we just said. So if we look at our days of the week, we're trying to figure out what day was yesterday. So yesterday was Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, tomorrow will be Tuesday. Awesome job. All right, let's read some sight words. Please, please, please continue to practice these a bunch this week. Please continue to practice them over the summer. There's a lot of fun games that you can play. You can write them in sidewalk chalk outside. Lots of different ways to practice. Keep practicing them because when you come back for first grade, your teachers will be so impressed and so happy that you know these, and it will make you a better reader. So first one that's on our Wonder Wheel, that is the word how. Remember, try to say them before I say them. All, like we were all together. From, like who is that package from? Does that make sense? Come. Want. I really want to go to the pool. Would you like to go to the pool with me? Said, this one's in tons of books. If a character is speaking, then they normally have the word said in there. And with. Awesome job, y'all. All right, here's our math problem of the day. There were 11 donuts on the table. The dog jumped up and ate 4 of them. How many donuts are left? So, addition or subtraction problem, that's the first thing we need to do is decide, are we adding, are we having more donuts at the end, or are we subtracting, are we going to have fewer or less donuts at the end? Well, if your dog jumped up and ate them, then you're going to have less. So this is going to be a takeaway problem or a subtraction problem. So the first thing we can do is set up our number sentence. So we started with 11, so we put that number first. Then we do our minus or our takeaway. And then we do 4, and then we put our equal sign. Now let's make our picture that represents our number sentence. So let's draw 11 donuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. When I draw, I try to put them into a tens frame setup so that this is a group of 10 and one extra 1. It just makes it easier visually for when you're looking at it, and when the numbers start to get bigger in first, second, third grade, if you're used to looking at things in a tens frame, that'll help you out too. So it's a takeaway problem, so I'm not going to draw 4 more donuts. I'm going to cross off 4 donuts to represent the donuts that the dog ate. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I need to count how many donuts are left. Well, I know that the top row of a tens frame is 5, right? So I don't even need to count these. I know it's 5, 6, 7. Again, that's 5, 6, 7. So how many donuts do I have left? 7. If you were wanting to put it into a number bond, you could do that as well. So your number bond would look like this. Our whole would be 11. Remember, if you're putting your subtraction problem into a number bond, then you don't put your answer into the whole. It's actually one of your parts. You put that starting number into the whole. So 11 was my whole, and today I learned that 7 and 4 are the two parts. So if you switched it around, you could say 7 plus 4 equals 11. Great job, you guys. So for today, instead of going and listening to a story, we have a fun writing prompt for you to do. And it says, what is one new thing you learned how to do in kindergarten? So to answer this, you will write, I learned, and then tell us something that you learned in kindergarten. It can be that you learned how to read, or you learned your sight words, or you learned more about sharing with your friends, or maybe it's something really specific that you learned. Maybe you learned about a holiday, or you learned about, we did a whole unit on farms, remember? We did a whole unit on our 5 senses. We did a whole unit on America Then and Now. So think about what is something that you learned. It can be a skill, or it can be something that you learned about, but see if you can write, it would be great if you were at least 2 sentences. So write 2 sentences. What is one new thing that you learned how to do in kindergarten? And bonus points if you draw a picture for of you doing that. So you might say, I learned how to do addition, and draw a picture of you doing addition. You could say 2 things. You could say, I learned how to do addition. That's sentence number 1. Sentence number 2 can say, I also learned about electricity and how a long time ago we didn't have it. Whatever you learned in kindergarten, don't copy what I said. Use your brain. You all know more than we know. What is one thing that you learned in kindergarten? 1 or 2 things. So I look forward to seeing those responses. That is, you guys can do that instead of listening to me read a story today. And hopefully we can share some of those responses tomorrow. So send them to your teacher on Class Dojo, via text, email, however you get work to your teacher, send them our way later today. All right, everybody. Happy Monday. Don't forget to sign in on kinderlines.org. Only a few more days of doing that. And I look forward to seeing everybody